Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show.
I can't believe you still think there's any excuse that's going to satisfy me.
You know, sometimes you just like to tilt at windmills. You like to speak truth to power. You like to bang at the walls, grab the bars, and try and throw them into a place that is fire hell.
Now, I pitch over windmills.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, it's funny how we do that thing, how it just comes up. Usually it's by you being quicker than me.
Yeah,
I don't get the last word in a lot of those intros.
No, you don't.
No, it's the roles that we have. We've said it many times, but for some of the audience, for a good portion of the audience, a lot of the fun comes from you taking me down a peg or five.
That's why they listen.
Yeah. So we give them what they want.
Empty, shallow people.
And then I just kind of, fade into the background.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, man. I don't know what kind of banter to put at the front of this.
I don't know. It's been a somber week.
Yeah, a little bit. It's been... I don't know. I don't feel too comfortable joking about it.
I only have one story that jokes about it.
Okay. Well, do you want to do it now so we can get it out of the way?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so what happened?
Should we say who we are?
Yeah, sure. My name is Kole Ross.
I am Kris.
And this is Those Damn Ross Kids, a comedy podcast.
For adults.
And we're here to entertain your asses in the wake of, national tragedy. Tragedy after tragedy upon tragedy.
Yeah, we got a good Jenga going.
Yeah. Checkmate. But, I have one story about that, too. About that. Ours may be the same.
They probably are.
So we can make it a 1-2 punch.
There you go.
But it's funny because, you were down here this weekend, and we were walking up the street to go get dinner, and the manhunt was still on. This was on Friday, and it's a nice neighborhood that we're in, and we're just kind of walking crossing the street. It's about 8 o'clock. It's kind of dark out, and a guy peeks out of his house and says, "They got him."
All right,
and then we said, "We did it." And then we asked him a couple questions. Was he alive? Blah blah blah. But that's I don't know. I remember the last time that happened to me was when they got Osama.
There you go. Clean that up.
What do you think I was going to say?
You almost said Obama.
A little bit, but I say one more than the other, so it's tough. You get the blah, 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 and they tend to be about the same. But no, when you took to the streets and said, "We did it! High five, stranger!" Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird world where that brings us together. So what's the story?
Well, as the entire city of Boston was locked down, schools, businesses, everything is closed.
Right.
There were 4 designated Dunkin' Donuts locations that the police said, please stay open around the city of Boston. Apparently, the chain is an institution in the Boston area, as it was founded 10 miles away.
Okay. Was this for the morale of the people?
Yeah, they said the chain released a statement saying, at the direction of authorities, select Dunkin' Donut restaurants in the Boston area are open to take care of the needs of law enforcement and first responders.
Yeah, and as a show of goodwill, they provided the police with free bacon air fresheners.
I wasn't going to go to the manhunt, but I heard they had donuts.
Who had donuts?
That the manhunt was providing donuts.
Oh yeah,
they gonna have punch pie.
That's kind of like at college. All you have to do is say free pizza, and people fucking show up.
There you go.
Yeah. So it wasn't just like being stereotyped, like hey, we need like a place to dip in and get food, because they were going for 20 hours straight. Yeah. They were speculating that this that this guy, I don't even want to say his name to give him the time of day, but they were speculating that this guy was just revved up on horse crank so he could keep going.
I'd imagine so. The paramedics went up to the boat to treat him, and they said over the scanner, you heard, "This man needs crueler stat."
If you're gonna spew in this boat.
God, his neck is spewing blood.
So here's my story, right? So they cornered this guy in a boat, not a boat on the ocean, but a boat in somebody's backyard. I can't open up a new tab because my computer will take a shit and die. But the guy who owned that boat, it was like his pride and joy. It was like his child and his pet all wrapped up into one. He called him Johnny. He called his boat Johnny Rex, Junior Rex, because it was his child and his dog. But this guy shows up. The bomber dude, and the person who owns the boat is like, hey, there's somebody hiding out on my boat. This might be so the police show up, and there's that, huge conflict, the confrontation. They're throwing like flashbangs into it after the robot pulls the tarp off of it. And his boat is just fucking ruined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so like as a attaboy, as a way to go, as a, hey, you done good. The people in Boston and then across the country have started raising money to buy him a new boat.
I'm sure it's insured.
But people, it's like Kickstarter. Like nobody, nobody wants to, what you get out of that. You just like want to feel good about giving your money to something, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So his boat definitely was insured, if not under, his homeowners, because it was on his property. He probably has boat insurance. Is that comprehensive? Does comprehensive cover police action?
Yeah, that's something I'm going to look for in my next insurance purchase. Does it cover terrorist hideout?
Yeah, it does. Oh man, if it's flipped on its side and used as used as cover.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm looking at.
Yeah, a little bit. So, I don't know. Good job, police.
Way to go.
Good.
Yay, America.
Yay, America. Yeah, but fuck, man, this week. Like we started off good with the Bieber thing, right?
Yeah, we made it.
It was kind of like, it seemed like we were on the up,
Seemed like it.
But then it quickly...
Not so much, really, though.
Then it quickly took a dive. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good scene.
It wasn't, no. And I mean, like I said, I'm not terribly comfortable joking with it, but just like the headlines that came out of it were so surreal, right? Like the New York Times, my New York Times app on my phone, open it up, and the headline is Boston Marathon bombings. And then a quote from a bystander, so many people without legs.
Weird at a marathon.
It's like, I don't know. Just how brutal is that? And not brutal in like a metal way, but.
Not in a metal way.
Not in a metal way.
Who are you?
What? Like you say something's, oh man, brutal.
Oh, that's metal.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You thought I said meta.
No, yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
It didn't make sense.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you understand? Do you have a foreign friend?
No, yeah. It is the new Android console that you can buy with Bitcoins. That's a joke for 4 people.
Most of them are.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have a story that's not depressing?
I do.
Okay. 16 kids died at a church fire today.
Yeah, right.
God.
30 people were injured at a hog roast. I don't understand what happened. The thing just exploded.
Anybody who was within spitting distance.
Well, golly.
There were turnip trucks everywhere.
Yeah, right. Evidently, Iceland has 300,000 people, and most of them are related.
Okay. It's like the Amish, right?
I guess. There's this guy named Michael Lewis who wrote a book in 2011 called Boomerang. It was on the global financial collapse. Anyway, he explains that everyone in Iceland knows each other and are probably related. There are only 9 surnames in the country, and everyone is listed in the phone book by their first name. He goes on to say, and yes, they all know Bjork.
Yeah.
He says, yes, I know Bjork. She can't sing, and I know her mother from childhood, and they were both crazy. That she is so well known out of Iceland tells me more about the world than it does about Bjork. The article is not about Bjork. The article is about an app released by the Decode Genetics Association or some shit.
Is this person safe to bone down on? Will your kids have web toes?
It's called accidental incest.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't Google that.
Yeah. The person, the laboratory says it's important to remember that the Icelandic nation is not inbred. This app is interesting. It makes the data much more available, but the idea that it will be used by young people to make sure that they don't marry their cousins is of much more interest to the press than a reflection of reality.
Right. I just like the idea that any member of Sigur Rós can crash on anybody's couch.
I guess so. Accidental incest.
Accidental incest. I don't know. I mean, that seems useful, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're naming a banjo band.
Well, what is it? They make you get a blood test before you get married so that you don't so you can prove that you don't have VD or something?
They don't do that anymore.
No?
No.
Huh.
Here in America, they don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. They used to.
Then why did that priest take so much blood?
Have you been to the basement?
It just I figured, I mean, I'm not a doctor. Most times I've given blood, they use a syringe and a vial. This guy just used a jagged, whiskey bottle, cut open the inside of my elbow, then just sopped it up with a rag and squeezed it into a mason jar.
He stabbed me as it spurted into a goat bladder.
To be fair, the room was full of black candles. And it smelled vaguely of brimstone. Huh.
I don't know what brimstone is.
I think it's sulfur.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that brimstone is like an ore of sulfur or something like that, or it's an archaic term for sulfur. So when people say a fire and brimstone, thinking think around like a volcano where it smells like egg farts.
Understood.
Yeah. I don't know. I made that crack about the Amish. They have charts and shit, right? Because they're so insular as a community, they have to make sure. I didn't know that. They have to make sure that that they're maintaining a certain level of genetic diversity, and that's why they'll send people from one settlement to another, just in order to deepen the gene pool.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know. That may or may not be true. I don't know what source I got that from, but
probably not a good one.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, marriage is in the air. Marriage, relationships, all this stuff. Spring is springing. People are getting engaged. And I'm saying no, because of the terrible life that they have ahead of them. But just looking at this here, a Denny's near the Strip in Las Vegas. In, oh gosh, what's the name of the neighborhood that it's in? It's something really weird. Yeah, Fremont Street, Neonopolis, which sounds like a sci-fi setting from the 80s. A little bit from like a cyberpunk film, Neonopolis. Anyway, last November, they began accepting bookings for an in-house wedding chapel at a Denny's. At this Denny's, right? There are records of people
at this Denny's.
That has to be your bowl. But they're like, people have gotten married at White Castle, McDonald's, Taco Bell, KFC. At Denny's for $95, you get a bottle of champagne, which I'm sure is top shelf stuff, a pancake puppy wedding cake, which is actually Denny's version of a cake pop, right? And then you get some Just Married T-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. So
it happens there.
It happens there, and for an extra $15, you can have them kick out all those kids who are sitting there at midnight smoking.
Damn kids.
I like the headline on this article: "Honeymoons Over My Hammy." Just
no. I got it.
I can't judge them. I'd probably write something equally as terrible.
You could.
Yeah. In fact, I would.
You did.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, and the Denny's also has a full bar too, in it, so you can make grand slamosas.
You done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Nobody wrote that, did they?
Wrote what?
Grand Slamosas?
Yeah. That was in the article.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
Oh, God, I thought it was you. Thank God.
No, that wasn't me.
You have no right to ever yell at me for being ridiculous again.
I never had it right at the beginning. I'm really surprised that you tolerate it.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll get you. I've gotten you.
You're laying in wait, just like life, getting ready to attack.
Totally. You're going down.
How far am I going down?
All the way. Not as far down as Representative Steve Stockman.
Oh, was he the fly guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
That was
not.
Baxter Stockman. Okay.
Baxter's, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he has a re-election campaign. You can go to congressstevestockman.com and pick yourself up the bumper sticker for his campaign. At the bottom, it says "Vote Pro-Life." At the top, in much bigger, bolder letters, it says, "If babies had guns, they wouldn't be aborted."
if baby had... Okay, so you have to abort this baby to save the life of the mother because this baby, he doesn't have trigger discipline. He's just going to be firing right up into her heart and lungs.
Yeah.
So does he have a D or an R next to his name?
Hey, what do you think?
Oh, he's Constitution Party. Okay.
He's got the pound symbol.
That's so you can end the call.
He's hashtag nuts.
It's just hashtag and a little drawing of a peanut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's for pro-life and apparently arming babies.
I mean, damn right. Yeah, no. What if that baby was a product of accidental incest? We live in a pre-app world and a post-app world.
Yeah, we do. And here in America, we're not in Iceland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there are 300...
Which is why we have the freedom to have this debate.
Wait a minute. So there are more than 300,000 people here?
There are like 300 million.
I only know like 20. So
yeah, that's you.
I just kind of figured it was like
you
that
need to meet more
everybody.
people. It's true.
That's true. But
I thought you'd have more to say about that.
I can't do that without getting into like actual politics. So
I don't think you have to.
Well, so does it come across as tongue in cheek?
On the record, citizen of Ohio. Can we give guns to babies?
Ask not what this baby can do for a gun, but what this baby should do with a gun. Yeah, that's oh man, so I'm imagining like a little Fisher-Price gun. Has a little orange tip on the front of it just to get him, used to it. And then he just starts going off.
That's funny. Instead of blowing smoke from the muzzle, he spits amniotic fluid.
I said I wanted chocolate milk.
My God.
Dance, mommy.
I'm going to shoot my way out of here. It's not like a chicken egg. I don't have food for 48 hours in here.
Is it really only 48 hours?
Yeah, as they peck their way out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of chicken stuff, Chris, you know about the craze that is sweeping the nation of urban farming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like, oh, we're going to plant some dill on a roof of an abandoned building.
In an old shoe.
Yeah. Tip over a pickup truck full of dirt so it'll spill out.
Oh my gosh, this mint is flavorful. How'd you grow it? Oh, in an old ked.
When the Foot Locker shut down, the mall went with it.
Beats and boots.
Yeah. But a big part of this is chickens. People like having their own non-pasteurized eggs to make them really, really sick.
I love it.
Like as sick as possible.
Oh my God. Vomited for days.
But the question is, what do you do when you go away? Because these chickens, they require a lot of care. So one enterprising entrepreneur in Eugene, Oregon, because why not Oregon, has decided to open up the Nest.
Oh, chicken daycare.
Chicken daycare. Yeah. So you bring them there. You either get the basic, which costs $2 per chicken per night. They get some food. They get a place to sleep, so they won't get cut. They also have deluxe accommodations, which are organic food, fresh vegetable scraps, and turn down service, which really just means that they are lured into the coop where they sleep by with mealworms. They just throw some mealworms, and then
do they eat those?
The chickens walk in there. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Birds are carnivores. They eat insects and such.
I refuse to believe that.
What?
I guess they do. You see birds pecking at carcasses. Yeah.
I was going to say vultures, man. Yeah. So they can't keep roosters because it's against city ordinances for anybody to keep a rooster in the city. And they want to be on the up and up. But yeah.
A rooster in the city. There's not enough room in this city for 2 roosters.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like chickens kind of just as things, but from what I understand, they're real mean. Have you ever been near a chicken?
I have.
Okay.
You?
I think at a fair or something. Oh, we have our stepsister has chickens, right?
Yeah, I think she does.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been around those too, but they live out in the country, so it's not like they're keeping chickens in their garage.
No,
it's an offense attached to their garage.
They're not in their living room.
Yeah, I figure you'd have more to say about this.
You can't use my line. I know a lot of people have chickens.
You do?
I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know somebody who has 30 chickens.
Well, that'd be expensive. So it's $2 per chicken per night. So if he wanted to go on
$60 a day.
Yeah, $60 a day. If you wanted to go on a nice little vacation,
Yeah, you might as well not go.
Yeah. Oh, well. Tell me a story.
This comes from the UK, where they say plucking nipple hair is no longer enough when it comes to boob maintenance.
Have to take my boobs in for an estimate.
Right?
Yeah.
Nipple tattooing, or tattooing, as it's called, is becoming popular for women who want the perfect boobs. The semi-permanent treatment, which was started as a medical procedure for breast reconstruction patients, is now being done to darken, enlarge, and define nipples and areolas.
Okay.
2-hour procedure costs $2,000 for both nipples, and it lasts for about a year. A lot of people want their nipples made darker. It's the fashion. Some people think theirs are too pink, or their boyfriends want them done. I think sometimes they are doing it because they are conscious of them being pale, and they think it's fashionable to have dark nipples.
What do my nipples say about me?
Really?
Like,
I have no idea.
I thought that like America was like the body conscious one. Is this like crossing the pond? Is that why we're hearing about it?
Yeah, I think so. It's coming for us.
It's coming right at us.
Yeah.
Did they say how the tattoos are administered?
Yeah, with a tattoo gun.
Oh, man.
And a shot of liquor.
Yeah, they give you a plank to bite down on. So you don't swallow your tongue.
And it only lasts a year. Figure that one out.
You know, it's I would be safe and just do it anytime the time changes. You change the batteries in your smoke detector. Yeah. And, you know, you set the clocks forward or back. Then you just go and have needles jabbed into your nipples.
Repeatedly. Repeatedly.
So to expand the... What would hurt worse? That or, like, those girls who get, like, eyeliner tattooed onto them?
Oh, I don't know. I know somebody has had that done, too.
Are they still committed to the asylum?
They should be.
God.
Yeah, tattooing.
Tattooing. Is that honestly what it's called, or is that a news writer being cute?
No, I guess that's what they call it.
Huh. Well,
they have like pictures.
Okay. Are they good?
It just went from like Caucasian to brown.
Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the Caucasus Mountains?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Which is what I call boobs.
It went from like a little girl's nursery to chocolate kisses.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't who thinks about that stuff? But I guess there are people who like bleach their assholes and shit. Yes, they bleach their assholes and then shit. Oh, yeah, you're making... What is that, Sunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that show, too.
Trying to pick up classy men.
Yeah.
What's that girl's name?
Artemis?
Artemis.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Since we're talking about intimate areas, science has come out and proved that women like men with bigger penises.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This was done... for the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Yeah.
Glad they spent that money.
Penis size does affect attractiveness, says the lead author of the study. So what they did was they took 105 Australian women, average age of about 26, and they computer generated a bunch of pictures of dudes, and there were 3 variables, which were height, and their hip to shoulder ratio, and then flaccid penis size. And they just flashed them up there, and told the ladies to rate the men from 1 to 7, a scale of 1 to 7 for attractiveness. And yeah, it turned out that not only did they rate the dudes with the bigger penises higher, they also lingered on those pictures longer. So as you increase penis size, the amount of attractiveness gets bigger in a linear fashion until about 3 inches. After 3 inches, attractiveness still increased, but in smaller increments. So that is flaccid. Again, flaccid. That is the point after which you have diminishing returns. Yeah,
kind of like once you earn $75,000 a year, you don't really get much happier.
Yeah. So okay, so here we go. A dude who is making $77,000 a year, who has a 3-inch flaccid penis, is statistically the happiest, most fulfilled person
in the world,
in the entire world.
In Iceland,
in Iceland. It's like walking through a minefield of cousins.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's that is a study. I mean, it's kind of one of those no shit things. I don't know if that like it's like a sexist thing. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what makes me say, well, yeah, no shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The other weird detail is that is that bigger ladies tended to value size more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
That they call them size queens.
Ugh.
What is that like a Sex in the City thing? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I forget if I've heard that somewhere.
I'm sorry. I'm a size queen.
Yeah. Wait. No. Before we go any further, you should know.
You should know.
You should know.
I'm a racist and I'm a size queen.
I'm a racist size queen. Oh man, Chris, tell me a story.
All right. Well, this is about racism, actually.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Right.
It's almost like you intended to do that.
There's a Houston teacher. Her name is Esther Stokes. She's been charged with molesting a first grade girl. She's claimed to have touched the girl on the outside of her clothes and, her vagina.
That's awful.
Yeah. The teacher denies all the allegations, claiming that she doesn't even like to touch the black children on their hands. She shies away from them when they try to hug her. The teacher admitted to being racist and told the police that she doesn't like the student and has little to no interaction with her.
You get away from me. I'm so sorry. I like to maintain a respectable distance.
Yeah. Man,
yeah.
I guess I would never touch a black vagina. That's what she said. And say she would never touch a vagina. But yeah.
I assure you, I didn't kill that person. I hate Jews.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. I couldn't have killed him.
Do you have an alibi? Yes, I'm racist.
Like, that's a joke that Dave Chappelle made about getting out of jury duty, not getting out of a molestation charge. That's horrible. Where was this?
In the United Kingdom.
Oh.
No, I don't know where it was, actually.
I would believe it because the UK gets, like, hella racist.
Yeah, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know.
Huh.
Where was it? Yeah, of course, the web page isn't going to load.
No, of course not.
Ugh.
Oh, well.
Internet.
The worst. We could do the show so much better without the internet.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah. No. Oh, man. So, Chris, if you had to guess how much...
Houston, Texas.
Houston, okay. That makes sense.
Go ahead.
If you had to guess how much money companies lose every year because of hangovers, what would you ballpark that as?
Wow, $300 million.
Ooh, you're off by a couple of orders of magnitude.
Okay.
$148 billion.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, you hit it a little hard and, you wake up late and then you're all shitty because you feel like you're going to throw up. The lights are too bright. You miss work. You call off of work or something. But yeah, like that costs companies $148 billion, not just in like lost time, but because you make stupid mistakes when you're hungover, So
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. So but here's the thing. Like if you go on PubMed, which is the, kind of a place where you can look up these studies that happen. There are over 700,000 articles on alcohol, but only 400 on hangovers. It's like not studied.
Wow.
Nobody wants to answer that question.
I figured PubMed would be like a resource to look up bars you can vacation at.
Bars with exceptionally empathetic
nice
bartenders,
really nice cots.
really nice cots. with very empathetic bartenders. So it's a little bit of therapy. It's a little bit of neon light therapy.
There you go.
Yeah. I find that I have most of my breakthroughs when I'm under a buzzing Coors sign.
I'm sleepy.
Says one person, we really don't know much about a hangover, and it's an incredibly puzzling response. The symptoms only show up after all the alcohol is metabolized and gone from the body, and that in itself is amazing. The fact that something is the most toxic after it has been eliminated from the body is unusual. Okay, so this is like a call from like these journals to like, we need people to get on this shit. Because it's
really expensive.
Yeah. Think about all the kids you could put through army with that. I don't know. I think I mixed that up a little bit.
Well, we said give them guns, not put them through the army.
Yeah, okay.
Bunch of baby assassins.
Well, think about it. That would be the most effective, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, nobody suspects a little baby. Oh, look at this cute little gun. It's got like a baby duck drawn on it.
We're not going to airdrop them. We're going to birth them.
We're going to birth them. Oh, terror babies.
Terror? No, no. Freedom babies.
Freedom babies. He fires. He uses a little baby umbrella to inject ricin into a dude. Then he fires a grappling hook. It's like, whee!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They got him, but he almost bled out, but he used the umbilical cord as a tourniquet.
Yeah.
I'll be back. He just got here.
So new to this world.
True. There's this guy named David Nutt.
Yeah.
He is a professor and the former United Kingdom government drugs advisor. He explains the financial crisis by saying the investment bankers basically just did too much cocaine. He said that they used the drug, became overconfident, and it prompted them to take too many risks. He says that it fueled their culture of excitement and drive, and more and more and more is what he said. He also has said in the past, he's made comments for which he was fired from the government after he said ecstasy and horseback riding are about even safety-wise.
What about ecstasy while horseback riding?
I don't know. He got fired before they could ask.
He got fired mid-sentence.
Basically.
Yeah.
He also said that alcohol is more dangerous than heroin.
That's kind of true, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You have more of a chance of like, well, I guess. That's tough. That is a tough one. Like, here's the thing. I don't know how much of my knowledge about drugs is, real, like, just based on things that happen in the world, and how much of it is based on lies that Dare told me.
I don't know.
Like, you have to figure that's dangerous, right? Because we were in health class, and it was the Dare segment, and they came in and said, like, yeah, they did a bunch of surgery, like brain surgery, on these homeless people that they rounded up, and they couldn't tell the difference between the brain of an alcoholic homeless person and the brain of a heroin addict homeless person. Wow.
There's something to be said for that. The only thing I know about heroin, I actually didn't learn intentionally.
I learned it when that transient injected me at the bus station.
No, I went to a model training.
A model train convention?
Yeah. The feature film was Train Spotting.
As you do.
Yes, I did. What are you drinking?
I am drinking some Coke Zero.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap this up. I got to go.
Okay, cool.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So
what can they do?
That's the way we end that episode. Good night. So what you can do is you can go to Duckfeed.tv/Those Damn Ross Kids, find the portal to everything about the show. You can listen to old episodes. You can also like us on Facebook, join the conversation there. The Justin Bieber thing was brought to my attention by Jeffrey Lawton. Thank you, Jeffrey. Everybody else, just try your hardest to stay alive this week and every week. That's really all we can ask you to do. But accepting that, if you want to go a little bit above and beyond staying alive, you can go to iTunes, leave us a rating or review. If you would like to support us monetarily, keep the lights on, as it were, you can go to duckfeed.tv/tipjar, where you can, do a thing. You buy stuff on Amazon, we get a cut. Did I miss anything, Chris?
You got it.
Awesome. Good night. Sorry, America.
Sorry, America.